Hello legal hustlers. In this video we will discover the twists and turns of this historic case Raja Nandkumar. The trial of Raja Nandkumar was the first decisive event during the early stage of growing bitterness between the Supreme Court and the Council. In this case, the judges of Supreme Court introduced English principles of law and procedure into India. These laws were not known to Indians before. The trial also gained importance as it formed an integral part of the charge on which Warren Hastings and Impey were impeached by the House of Commons after their return to England. Who was Raja Nandkumar? Raja Nandkumar, a Hindu Brahmin, was a big zamindar and was once governor of Hooghly under Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah in 1756 in Bengal. He was loyal to the English company ever since the days of Robert Clive and was popularly known as Black Colonel by the company. In the council, 3 out of 4 members opposed Warren Hastings, the Governor-General. This created two rival groups, with the majority group opposing Hastings. They convinced Nandkumar to bring bribery and corruption charges against Hastings. In March 1775, Nandkumar gave a letter to Francis, one council member, alleging that Hastings accepted bribes for appointments. Another letter from Nandkumar in March 1775 offered evidence for the charges. Francis presented Nandkumar's letter to the council, and Monson moved to summon Nandkumar. Hastings, presiding as Governor-General, opposed this motion, deeming he couldn't be judged by his council. Burwell, Hastings' supporter, suggested Nandkumar file the complaint in the Supreme Court. However, the majority supported Monson's motion, leading Hastings to dissolve the meeting. In response, the council elected Clavering as the new presiding member. The council later found Nandkumar's charges against Hastings to be true, stating he received a bribe of Rs. 354,105. They passed a resolution directing Hastings to pay this amount into the company's treasury. The trial Raja Nandkumar's legal troubles began with his arrest, instigated by Governor-General Warren Hastings and council member BA.LLB. They sought to prosecute Nandkumar, along with his associates Fox and Radhacharan, for conspiracy. Concurrently, Nandkumar faced another trial for forgery. In July 1775, the Supreme Court delivered a verdict in the conspiracy case, fining Fox but postponing judgment against Nandkumar due to the ongoing forgery trial. Governor-General Warren Hastings believed it would be challenging to directly implicate Nandkumar in the conspiracy case. Consequently, Nandkumar was implicated in a separate forgery case, a capital offence under the English Act of 1729. This forgery charge revolved around a bond or deed allegedly acknowledging a debt from Bulal Das, a banker, purportedly executed by Nandkumar in 1765. Magistrates Le Mastre and Hyde presided over the forgery case, meticulously examining the prosecution's evidence. They ordered Nandkumar's secure custody at His Majesty's prison in Calcutta. Mohan Prasad posted a bond on May 7, 1775, to prosecute Nandkumar in the Supreme Court. The trial commenced on May 8, 1775, before the Chief Justice and 3 other Queen judges of the Supreme Court. Nandkumar's trial began on June 8 and continued for 8 consecutive days without postponement. Initially, Nandkumar's advocate raised a jurisdictional plea challenging the Supreme Court's authority in the matter, which the court rejected. The court convened daily from 8 a.m. until late at night, thoroughly scrutinizing witnesses. An unusual aspect of this trial was the judge's extensive cross-examination of defense witnesses, citing the defense counsel's purported incompetence. This raised questions about the judge's impartiality and integrity. The trial concluded on the night of June 15, 1775. Chief Justice Impey provided a comprehensive summary of the case on the morning of June 16. The judges and jury unanimously found Nandkumar guilty. Despite numerous pleas and efforts to defend him, Chief Justice Impey sentenced him to death under the British Parliament's Act of 1729. Efforts to save Nandkumar persisted. His advocate decided to appeal to the King in Council and requested the court to delay the execution until the Council's decision was known. However, the court rejected this petition. Attempts to seek assistance from Council members also proved futile. Even a recommendation letter from the Nawab to the Council, urging suspension of the sentence until the King's pleasure was known, yielded no response from the Supreme Court. In a final petition to the Council, Nandkumar asserted that he was put to death out of enmity and partiality towards individuals who had betrayed their trust. On August 5, 1775, at 8 a.m., Raja Nandkumar was hanged at Coolie Bazaar near Fort William. despite exhaustive efforts to save him. Two important questions raised in the trial: first, the Supreme Court had jurisdiction in this matter; second, the English Act of 1729, which made forgery a capital offence, was extended to India. But it was and is a reasonable inference that Nandkumar would not have been prosecuted except for a nod given by Hastings, and if, as seems clear, the court had no jurisdiction, murder appears accurate. Ultimately, Impey was impeached by the motion passed in the House of Commons. The trial of Raja Nandkumar in 1775 is often described as a judicial murder, due to the widely held belief that it was a politically motivated and unjust trial carried out by the British colonial authorities in India. It remains a significant episode in the history of British colonial rule and has been a subject of ongoing historical discussion and analysis. Hello legal hustlers. In this video we will discover the twists and turns of this historic case Raja Nandkumar.
Thank you for watching. We're thrilled to have you here and hope that you find our content informative, engaging, and entertaining. Be sure to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to join us for further updates.